Hey everyone, we're back again, working on the Fargo. I figured I'd put the passenger door on before I got too carried away doing all the final finish welding on the rocker panel. And good thing I did. I'll just show you a couple issues we got going on here. The first one is with all my measurements I did, the gap at the back here is pretty nice, but the gap at the front is considerably lower. So I put the rocker on the way it was originally, and it ended up it's about 1/8 to 3/16 of an inch too low here, so the gap is really inconsistent. And then the other thing that I found is this door, and I never looked at this before, sticks out at the bottom about 1/4 of an inch too far, where the top is exactly where it has to be. I've got the door adjusted so that the body lines line up perfectly. I had to do quite a bit of adjusting on that, so I'm just going to pop this door open. It opens and closes really nice here. So what we've got on this door is almost 6 inches thick, so there's no way there's any twist in it. So it was just a poor fit right from the factory. So from what I can see here, the only way I'm going to be able to get this corner tucked in is to do a cut all the way down this side, across the bottom, 3/4 of the way up, take about 1/4 of an inch out here down to nothing here, pull this in, and then re-weld it. The nice part about it is the weather stripping gets glued on right over top of where I would do that cut, which is going to completely conceal it and keep it out of the weather. So that's the next thing I'm going to do, is get this door fitting properly at the back end here. Then I can remove the door, and what I'm going to do is just cut my spot welds on the rocker. I'm going to move it up 3/16 of an inch and then adjust this gap that I have here where I'm going to weld, and I can re-weld it where it has to go. So anyhow, bear with me. I'm going to get started on this and I can bring you back. Hey guys, back again. Just figured I'd show you, I've been having issues with fire damage on my coveralls. I wear fire rated oil patch type coveralls, and they last about half a build, and the sparks from cutting are burning out the front of my thigh on my shorts as well as on my coveralls, and the wife's getting a little upset with me. So I ordered this off of Amazon. Key Link, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's nice, real heavy leather. It's got all kinds of pockets for your pens and everything else. Made out of good quality leather, and it's backed really well. So I'm going to see how this works out. It was pretty cheap, $55 Canadian delivered. So if you're looking to protect your clothes a little bit, give her a try. I'll let you know how it stands up here. So what I've got going on here on the door is I got everything cleaned up. I got all of the rubber seal off, and then I used a 3-inch flap disc and I cleaned it all up. I ran a piece of masking tape all the way around, and then I ran a line on it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the zip cut disc and I'm going to follow that line all the way around, starting from about here and go around to just behind the hole up in the door there. What that's going to do is it's going to free the skin up, and then I'm going to taper that cut to 1/4 of an inch wide down here on the bottom. So that'll allow me to pull the skin in 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to pull it in 1/4, tack it, and then I'm going to see how the line lines up on the outside of the rear quarter here, or sorry, the the box cab corner. Anyhow, so I'm going to give that a cut, and then I can bring you back and we'll see what we end up with here. I might have to go a little bit more than a quarter, but we'll see how it goes. So, okay guys, so I got my cut done all the way around up to the about 3/4 of the way up on the door here. It tapers off. It was just over 1/4 of an inch at the back side here. I cleaned it up. I pulled it in with a clamp. I still have a nice area here for the weather stripping to glue to. It's all got to be final welded, but take a look at the difference it made here. Close that door now, and that body line is almost perfect. I can pull it in just a touch here. I haven't welded up here yet, but other than that, it follows perfectly along. All I have to do now is I'm going to take and I'm going to adjust this rocker panel up 1/8 of an inch, which will firm up this body line. It's going to mean I'm going to have a little bit of a issue up front here, but I'm not too worried about it. That's why metal's so much nicer than wood. If you cut it too short, you can weld some in. Anyhow guys, that's this part. I'll bring you back once I get the door all welded up and the rocker adjusted here. Okay guys, so we're back again. Just wanted to show you how this worked out. I've got almost a complete consistent gap along the bottom. It's a little bit bigger at the front here, but I can't go any more. It's only about 1/16 of an inch, which is probably 1/4 of an inch better than this was when it was brand new. The back worked out phenomenal by doing that cut. We've got a really nice, it's flush all the way to the top. Everything's working good there. So all I have to do now is finish welding everything and then do my inner rocker underneath here. So that worked out really well. Ooh, she didn't close that time. Still dust and stuff falling out. So anyhow, that's where I'm going to leave this one. Going to carry on. It's going to be a busy weekend here for me doing the honey-do list. So anyhow guys, thanks for watching all this crazy crap and for subscribing. We'll catch you on the next one.